1 or number 2? Which one? Number 2. Okay, so one of these will be on there. I'm not sure which one, but it's the same thing. What I would do is go to y equals, and you type in 4 times 3 to the x. Okay, and then when we graph it, there's our graph, but we need some ordered pairs. We kind of have a general idea of what it looks like. Go look at your ordered pairs and pick some numbers that aren't too crazy. Like, I'll start at 0, 4. I'll go to -1 and then 1.3. I may do another one of those. -2 and 0.4. And then I'll kind of look at, well, 112 is way too high. Does everybody kind of see this? Yes? We know how to do this? And then I can look back at my graph and see this one's going up really fast and this one's kind of leveling off here. Don't let it cross underneath that line because it doesn't. Okay? Don't let your graph do that. Is everybody good with graphing? Yes. Then there would probably be one like either number 3 or 4. Okay? Do I need to do both of them? Surely not. Just type in your calculator. This one says use the graph. This one says use the table. Are you going to use either one of those? No. You're just going to type in like e to the 1.7. So let me quit. And I'm going to do e to the 1.7. And that answer is 5.4739. Press second, quit. Okay. Do I need to do number 4 or we get that? We're good. Okay. So, then the next one, it says, okay, you're investing money and it's compounded continuously. How much will you have after 4 years? Do y'all remember our formula? No. I think it's, the amount is P e to the RT. Okay. And we'll make sure on this one. So I'm thinking this is the right formula. What other? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So what is my P? What does that stand for? The starting amount, right? The principal. So what is it? It's $1,600, right? Yes, do we remember that? No. So I'm going to start with $1,600. And then E is just, it's a number on my calculator. What's the rate? The R.
1.46?
No, well, you're not going to put a 1 in front of it. 0.046. Did I teach this class the one where you put the 1s in front of it? Yes. I thought that was my Algebra 1 class. Okay. That might be another way to do this one. But so I'll look at that formula in a second. So I'm just going to do, the rate is 0.046. And what's my time? 4. Okay, and then we'll put all that in the calculator. So let's see what we get. 1,600 times E to the 0.046 times 4. Did you get the same answer?
Was it D?
I get D. I'll double check. Is that what we got last time? What number is this one? Number 5 is D. Yes. So last time, let me try and think. What did we do last time? I'm trying to think.
16,000.
And then you did times 1.046 to the T. That's another way to do it. Yeah. This but this is another way. And I don't mind putting this on the board, this little formula. Which way was easier?
I mean, they're just the same thing.
Yeah, it is. It's the same thing, okay? You could use either formula. I thought the other one was my Algebra 1 class because I think they did that too. So I've just got that confused. Okay, this one, let's just go over this one just in case, all right? So it says, oh, this one's backwards, right? Does it tell me my principal amount, how much I start with? No, but it tells me I'm going to have in my account, the amount will be 820. Y'all see how this one's kind of backwards?
I didn't do this.
Okay.
I ended up getting 949.2.
And it's saying how much money did you invest. So I don't know my P. And then that's E to the, what's my percent? 0.05 times 3.
You move it twice.
Well, if it was behind the 5, it should be 0.05. You can just always divide it by 100 to see. Now, I can just figure out what in the world that number is. 820 equals P times, what is this number? I've got to switch those batteries. E to the 0.05 times 3. There's this long number, it keeps going. Da, 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 da. Okay, how would I solve for P?
Plug that into 0.05.
No, well, no, I've got 820 equals P times this number. You would just divide it. 820 divided by that.
Can I just do 1.16?
Yeah, I mean, the further out you go, the more exact. Like, I got $705.78. They also got $705.78. But if you only went to like 1 or 2 decimals, it should still be really close.
706.
See how it changes it just a little bit? The more decimals you go out, the more accurate it is. So this one is $705.78. So there's probably one, I haven't made it yet, but based on the past, it looks like there's one like number 5 and one like number 6. Can y'all tell the difference on how to solve those? This one you're trying to find the amount. This one you're trying to find the principal. All you have to do is divide. That's it. You're just moving this number over. Okay? Can we keep going, or do we have a question on that?
Wait, so that's the answer, right?
Your answer was $705.78. It looks like it might be based on, I don't have this one made, but looking at the past. Okay? This afternoon, I have to, because it's for tomorrow. But I'll base it off the one I've already made, so it's going to be very similar. Okay, then it looks like the next one looks like number 7. So there's several ways y'all learned how to do this, right? Did y'all just raise this one 2 to some power?
I just switched the base and the number and the power.
You switched the number. Oh yeah, this one is right in logarithmic form. So it's log base what? What's my base? 2. Your number, and it equals the power. Log base b of the number equals the power. I thought we were solving it first. So yes, number 7 is B.
Wait, can you write the formula for that real quick?
Log base b of the number equals the power. And the other way is the base to the power equals the number. That's the exponential form, because that's what you're going to do on the next one.
No, the next one is
Just kidding. The next one's the same. Number 9, that's what we'll do. Okay. On number 8, so y'all, there's most likely going to be, it looks like I have one like each of those, 7 and 8. So how would I write number 8? Log
125.
base 125 of our number equals the power. There we go. Okay.
Bless you.
Then it looks like there's one like number 9.
Wait, is there one like 7 and 8?
Yeah, 7 and 8. If I go by this,
study all of them.
well, let me see how many I have on this test. I only have 26 on this test that I'm looking at from in the past. So I'm just going to go by it. It looks like there's one like number 9. Thank you. Okay, number 9 is the exponential form. So my base to my power. What is my base? What is my power? And that would equal 1 over 16. And that's true. If I plug that in my calculator, it would equal this if I press math enter enter. Okay? So you can even check that using your calculator. Like 4 to the negative 2. And then if I press math enter enter, it is 1 over 16. Okay? So that's I could check my answer. Yeah, number 9. Then it looks like number 10 is not on there. Do y'all want me to go over it?
No.
Okay. Let's move along. Evaluate the logarithm. Yes, this one, it looks like number 11 is on there. So you're going to say your base to what power? What's my base on number 11?
5.
My base to some power is 1 over 625. The first thing you should notice is since it's a fraction, what's your power going to be? Negative. So I know I'm going to put some negative number. Now let's think. 5 to what power is 625?
4.
Yeah, I would just plug them in. Like try 5 to the 3rd. Nope. Try 5 to the 4th. Yes. So, and then you can check your answer. Is 5 to the negative 4 equal to this? Yes, it is. So you can check your answer. Like I'll do that. 5 to the negative 4th. Well, let me press math, enter. And it does equal 1 over 625. So do y'all kind of see that? Everybody understand that? Yeah? So your hint on that one is when it's a fraction, it's going to be a negative number. Let's see if there's one like 12. It is. So this one says 3 to what power is 243? Y'all, you could just plug and play, right? Just see. Is 3 to the 5th power 243?
Yes.
Okay, so that's our answer.
I got 5.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, does everybody get that one? Yeah, so there's one like that. It'll be multiple choice.
I don't know. I got negative 5 because I put.
Okay, if it was negative, it would be a fraction.
I know,
And
I put it in a
243,
fraction for some reason.
yeah, 243 is not a fraction, so it's not a negative. In process of elimination, if one of these is negative and none of the rest are, your answer is most likely not negative. Okay, is everybody good so far? Moving along, let's see what we've got next. It says, write as a single logarithm. So it looks like there's one like 13 and 15, okay? But if y'all need me to do 14 for extra practice, I will. So 13, what's the first thing I would do? It looks like I've got, yeah, log base b, q to the 3rd. What would this one be? Log base b, v to the 6th. Now there's one more step. Does everybody understand? First, we just put it as an exponent. Now we got to combine it to one logarithm. That's what it says. So I just want to write log one time, log base b, and then what do I write? And that's a q. Yep, q to the 3rd, v to the 6th. You multiply them. Okay. That's 13. Number 14 is C, if you're just practicing, but there's not one like that on there. Okay, do I need to do 14? No, okay. 15. I might need another sheet of paper. I'm going to write 15 on here. Okay, I've got 4 log x minus 6 log x plus 2. So first thing I'm going to do is move my exponents, right? So I've got log x to the 4th. Everybody good with that one? And then log all of this raised to the 6th. Everybody good with that one? Now, what do I do with the minus sign? I divide. So I'm going to put log x to the 4th goes up here. X plus 2 to the 6th goes down there. And so that answer is, oh, it's none of those. I must be looking at the wrong thing. This is number, what number is this? Oh, 15. It is D. Okay. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Okay. Keep going. Are we ready? Yes. It looks like there's one like 16. It says evaluate the logarithm. So log base 3 of d to the 12th. Okay? No, I'm sorry. Expand the logarithm, not evaluate. Expand it. I can't even read. So on this one, what would you do? You've got division. So what kind of sign is that going to be? Subtraction. Yeah, we're going to put the minus sign. So I put log base 3 of D, then what? Minus log base 3 of 12. Okay, you're just going backwards. That one's kind of weird.
Is that one on there?
Yeah, let's see. That one was 16. Yes, it is. And it looks like let me see if 17 is on there. Yeah, and 17 is on there as well. Okay? So this one they want us to expand log base 3 of 11p to the third. So the first thing I'm looking at is multiplication of 11 and the p to the third. So when it's multiplication, what sign do I use? Addition. So I'm going to say log base 3 of 11
Plus.
log base 3 of p to the third. There's one more step.
There's a 3 in the front.
Yeah, there's a 3 in the front. Are y'all listening, boys? Y'all are talking for a while. Okay, so the exponent is going to go out front. So if I fully expand it, make sure you do that so you get full credit. That's your answer. Does everybody understand that? Yes? So what answer choice is that one? For 17, it is C. I'm trying to find where we are. It looks like we have 18.
Mine came unstapled. I think I stapled it wrong.
Let me see. Where's my calculator?
Are we on number 17 or 7?
Where have you been?
His paper.
My papers are all messed up.
Oh no.
So you thought we were on number 6? You can use my highlighter.
No, because Scott, mine is stapled wrong.
Okay. Okay. On this one, it says change of base on number 18, and this one is on there. Yes. Okay. So do y'all remember how to do the change of base?
Is that what you like divided by?
Log
Yeah.
number, I don't know, divided by log of something.
Yeah, log of the number divided by log of the base, because you're changing the base. Think of it that way. Yeah, this is on there. You're changing the base. So you take the log of the number divided by log of the base. So you type it in your calculator, log 91 divided by log of 3, and what do you get?
4. I got 4.1.
4.106, and 18 is A. Does that make sense? You just have to remember that change of base formula. Think of it this way. You're changing your base. What goes in the bottom? Your base. Okay? That helps you remember. Log of the number, the base goes in the bottom. Just like it always says. Log of the base in the bottom. Okay? Number, is this one on there? 19. 19's not on there, but do I need to go over it for practice? No? Okay. It was 1.896 if you practice it. Okay, I'm going to move on. All right, the next one, it says, what is the value? And it says log base 81 of 3.
So do you split that in calculator?
So you could probably do,
Log 3 divided by log 81.
yeah, I would do change of base formula. I would just do log 3 divided by log of 81 and see what it gives you. You could also try 81 to what exponent is 3. Like you could go back the old way and do these. There's 2 different ways.
20 was on there?
So 20 is on there. 20 is B. The easiest way, okay, the easiest way is probably just to say log of 3 divided by log of 81 like we just did. The old way at the very beginning of this study guide would say 81 to what exponent is 3? It's B. And if you just plug them in, 81 to the third power is not 3. 81 to the 1/4 is 3. Do we understand this? So 2 ways to do that. See, there's 81 to the 1/4. Or I could have done this. So we've learned both ways. We learned this way at the beginning. Shh, y'all quit talking while I'm talking. And we learned change of base. Y'all are all up in my video talking.
We are.
Is there any way you can put the formula for these questions beside it?
No.
That would be amazing.
We're all gonna fail.
I'm gonna put.
I'm not.
There's there's like one billion different formulas.
No, there's not. There's the PERT one. And shh.
You
There's-
don't even know if these are the questions on the test. You just
Yeah, I'm gonna go by this. I have an old test here, and I'm liking it. So I'm gonna go by this test to make it. There's 26 questions on the test. How many are on the study guide? 36. See, I've been skipping a lot. I'm gonna just take from the test, the old tests I have. So we're good. We're good. Just trust what we've
We
done.
got 20 minutes.
Okay, let me find. We're on 21. Let me see where I'm at on here. Solve the exponential equation.
Is this one on there?
I'm looking to see which one. It's like number 22. Okay? So we're going to start with 22. I might write it on a separate sheet of paper so I have a little more room.
Remember, you said 21 was really hard.
4 to the 4, probably why I took it off. 4 to the 4x equals 8. There's two ways to do this. Okay, I think I would just make these both base 2. What way did y'all do this one?
Maybe phase 2.
Oh, okay. The other way, let me see if I want to do that. No, just, okay, I'll just do base 2. So, 2 squared. Does everybody agree that 2 squared is 4? Yeah? And then don't forget, what else do I have in my exponent? 4x. Okay, and 8, what can I write to replace 8? 2 to the 3rd. Does everybody understand that? So now you can just let, since your bases are the same, your exponents equal. What is 2 times 4x? 8x equals 3. And then how do I solve it? Divide. X equals 3 over 8. How do I not have that on here? Is it on yours? Oh, okay. That's because I was looking at your test. Yeah, it is C. I was looking at the wrong paper again. All right, everybody good with that one? Okay, then the next one looks like, I'm trying to find it. Number 23. Okay, they've got 15 to the 2x equals 36. Now this one you can't get the same base number, right? So we can't do it that way. So what did we do on y'all's? Did we put log on both sides? Yeah. So if I put the log in front of both of them, that's what you could have done on the last one as well. Could have done this. Now what happens with an exponent? Yeah, it moves to the front. The whole point is you can't have an exponent, a variable exponent. So you move your 2x to the front. That's just one of the rules we learned. Now, to solve for x, all you have to do is divide. And y'all, you could have done this exact same thing on the one before it. Like, this is probably what I would have done to keep it consistent. So I'm just going to divide by 2 log 15. That's just a number in your calculator. Yeah, what you have to do is get the x out of the exponent. So to do that, if you put the log on both sides,
Log 36.
now you can do move your 2x down. So yeah, you just type this in. Log 36.
Can you move that a little bit?
I sure can. Divided by, and then put this in parentheses, 2 log of 15.
Okay, so we put the 2 log.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that way
That's where I messed up.
yeah, that way you're saying all that's in the denominator. Okay, I'll show you for just a second. All of that's in the denominator. And we get 0.6616. Was this when,
Yes.
yes, that's A. 0.6616. So number 23 is A.
Do you do the same thing on the 24?
24, and let me see if 24 is on there. I gotta turn my page.
So it's just it's gonna be log 63 divided by
Log of,
log 6.
yeah, it is. That's all. And this one is on there. It says, yeah. Y'all want me to do 24 real quick? Let me just go ahead and go over it, even if you don't need me to. 24 is the same way. It's on there.
So
It's
you can do 22 the same way you did.
Yeah, that's what I would do to keep it consistent. So as you study tonight, so you can just forget the other way of doing it, you can just study the same way. I'll go back over 22 that way as well. So you're going to just put log on both sides. Shh. Move your 4x. No, you should just be paying attention. And then what? Divide by 4 log 6.
How many decimal places, or how many decimals?
If it doesn't say, it says 100. So go 2.
What is that?
Okay, so 0.5.
Okay, so number 24, your answer is 0.58, 0.58. So x equals 0.58. Do y'all want me to go back over 22 real quick? Doing it this way. Okay. You have the answer so you can check yourself. I would just do 22 this way.
Is 25 on there?
Let me see. I don't think so. It's the same thing. No, 25 is not on there. And it says do it graphically, which I would just keep doing it this way. But it's not on there. Okay, everybody's good with this? Are we still copying? No? Okay. Let's see. I said 25's not on there. Sorry, y'all. It takes me a second to find the problems. So it looks like I'll put one like 26. Okay, so let me write this out. 3 log 2x equals 4. Okay, so if you look on your calculator at the log button, what does it say you should do to change a log? Put it to base what? 10. Look on your calculator. Log and base 10. But the first thing I'm going to do is, what do you do with this 3? I'm trying to think. But no, we can't put a log. We can't put a log in front of it. We're going to just put log of 2x to the 3rd power. Okay, does everybody understand that? Why did I put parentheses? The 2 has to be raised to the 3rd power, and the x has to be raised to the 3rd power. Okay, what is 2 to the 3rd power? No, 8. X to the 3rd. Is everybody okay so far?
Yeah, I thought that'd be 10.
Yeah, it is. I'm not there yet. I'm just going one step at a time. You're right. Now, to get rid of the log, okay, if you look on your calculator, it tells you put a base 10. So if I put a base 10 over here, what would I do over here? Put a base 10. So 8x to the 3rd. What is 10 to the 4th?
10,000.
10,000. Then what would I do? Divide by 8. What is 10,000 divided by 8?
1,250.
Okay, and then what do I do? Cube root it. So that's math.
If that was x to the 2, would
You would square root it, yeah. And I get, let me see, what are my answer choices like? What number is this one again?
It's not multiple
There's
choice.
not.
What is it?
10.772.
Okay, and this is number 26. It says round to the nearest 10,000. So that's probably why they put 10.7722. Okay? 10.7722. Do we kind of get that one? Y'all, if you'll go back over it, I know it's hard to remember. What do you do when? If you will go back over these tonight, it's going to be in the same format. Okay, we're going to go in the same order that we learned the lessons, the same order as the study guide. All right?
Are you looking at an old test?
I'm looking at an old test, yes. And so I'm going to, huh?
Can you make a copy of that old test and do you have an answer key that can take home and do?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I want to do that too.
What?
Okay, they want me to make copies of the old test that I'm looking at now that I'll use to make my new test. Because all I'll do, it'll be the same order, the same problems. I'll just change the numbers. Yeah. Look at y'all. Y'all are such good students. Okay, let me finish this real quick so I can do that. Okay. Then what number are we on? We got to go. 27. Is 27 on there? I'm looking to see. Solve log. I don't see that. No, it's one like 28. It's not 27, it's one like 28. Okay? So 28 is 2 log 4 minus log 3 plus 2 log x minus 4. Y'all, we've done this one like 3 times.
And it's still.
Okay, 27 is not on there. Shh. 28 is. So just go through and put anything with exponents first. Log
Bless you, Will.
4 squared. Is everybody good with that? This one doesn't have an exponent. Does this one have an exponent? Yes. Log of x squared. Since that's just a number, it needs to go over here. Are we okay with that?
So anything in front of the log has to go.
Has to go as an exponent. Yes, we're trying to get down to 1 log. We're trying to write.
In problems when it's like log and there's exponent, you have to move the exponent in front of the log.
Wait, what? Say that again? No, sorry, I just missed the first part. What?
So how do you know when to move the exponent in front of the log?
On those, like, what one was that?
I don't know.
I think it said
It still wouldn't feel like it. Hell, that's not tall.
Yeah.
Emily.
Yeah, because even on 26, we move the number out front to the exponent. On these, yeah, you're moving the number out front to the exponent. That one is when you're expanding.
Like 24, you move it back. You move the exponent in front of the.
That's because your variable was in your exponent. That's when you'll do it. If your variable's in your exponent, that's when it has to be moved out. Does that make sense? Because variable cannot be in the exponent. Okay. On this one then, what is 4 squared? 16. So as I write these as 1 log, I'm going to write the 16. Everybody knows where that came from, right? Then, yeah, we're going to divide by 3 because it was the minus sign.
And then x.
X squared goes up here because it was a plus sign. Equals 4. Now, how do we get rid of a log?
With base 10.
Base 10, it's on the calculator. So base 10 on both sides. So 16x squared over 3 equals
10,000.
10,000 again. Then what do you do?
Divide by 3.
Multiply by 3.
Okay.
So it'd be 30.
So 16x squared equals 30,000.
Then divide by 16.
Divide by 16. And I get 1875. And this one, somebody asked a minute ago, if you have x squared, you square root it. So what is the square root of 8?
3.3013.
And what did they tell us to go to?
The 10,000.
The 10,000. 3013. Okay.
That was not.
Wait, I don't get why.
That's
you
28.
multiply by 3.
Because it was division, like you have to move the 3 and the 16. Usually in the past we've learned to multiply by the reciprocal, but since it's written this way, I just multiply by 3 because since we are dividing x by 3, what's the opposite of that? Multiply by 3, so it'll cancel out. Okay? Then we divide by 16. Does that make sense? Kinda? You have to move the 16 and the 3. The opposite of dividing by 3 was to multiply by it. Okay. Oh, we're on the last page. All right. I'm trying to see. It looks like there's one like 29. Okay. It says 3 natural log of 3 plus 3 natural log of c. They just want me, no solving, write it as a logarithm, a natural log. Just 1. So what do you do with a number out front? You do it as an exponent. So see this one, we're just putting them together.
Natural log 3 to the 3rd power plus.
Yep. A 3 to the 3rd power.
C to the 3rd.
C to the 3rd. Yep, you multiply them. But what is 3 to the 3rd? Yeah, so this is really what they would want you to write. Okay? Questions on that one?
No.
It'll be the same thing, y'all. You'll just, whatever this number is, put it here. Like, they use the same variable C. They're just going to change some of those numbers a little bit, okay? Which I'll try and get you a copy. Y'all might not have it made first hour, but
That's fine.
by news and business math today,
I have to leave at 12.
okay, I can probably do it over break. Okay, then just don't forget to come back. Number 31 is on there. 30 is not. 31, it says simplify the natural log of e to the 3rd. You can type it in your calculator. Or you'll know, hey, those cancel out. They're inverses, and your answer is just 3.
The 30
Okay.
one's on there with 30 is not.
Yeah, 30's not, 31 is on there. Moving along, it looks like 32 is on there. Okay. How are we on time? Can I move this?
Yeah.
I haven't
We can run a little late.
run a little late.
You
Okay.
always run late with the other part.
32, it says the natural log of 2x minus 1 equals 8. How do you get rid of a natural log? Look on your calculator. E. So if I put E under both of them, right? Base E is what it is. I get 2x minus 1 equals this number. Okay? I'll type that in my calculator in a second. What would add 1? Am I going too fast, y'all?
No.
So I'm going to add 1. So, yeah, I'm going to just type that real quick. E to the 8th plus 1. Everybody good with that? And then I've got this number in my calculator. Then I know to divide by 2. And I get 1,490.979. Do y'all see that? 32 is D.
Wait, can we do that again?
Yes, absolutely. So I can look at my calculator and tell natural log. How to undo that is use base E. So I wrote base E. Those canceled out. Bring down 2x minus 1, and that's just a number. I don't know what it is yet, okay? Then how do you solve for x? Add 1. So I did that. I'm just typing this in my calculator. I typed in e to the 8 plus 1. It's that number. I just was lazy and didn't feel like writing it out. Then what do you do to solve for x? So that's why on my calculator, I divided by 2, and I got that answer, okay? Now we are on, did that one, this one looks like number 33. There's 3 more problems, 33 and 2 more, okay? So 33, I have the natural log of x minus the natural log of 6 equals 0. I have to get those to one natural log. So how would I write that as one natural log? Since it's a minus sign, x over 6. Then how do I get rid of the natural log? E on both sides. That cancels out. X over 6 equals, you can type that in your calculator, but anything to the 0 power is 1. Type it in your calculator to make sure. Okay? Anything to the 0 power is 1. Then how do you solve for x? Multiply by 6, and there's your answer. That was 33.
Which one's not on there?
Out of the next 2, it looks like 34 is and 35 is. Okay? Do we have time to go over both of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 34. 6e to the 4x minus 2 equals 3. We've got to get this e by itself. Okay?
Just divide by 6.
Well, in a second, what would we do first, though? Not divide by 6, but add 2. Because every time, y'all, like you have to have a single natural log or the single e by itself or a single log by itself. Like you're trying to get all of it by itself. Okay, then what do I do?
Divide by 6.
Divide by 6. I'm just going to get some decimal. What is 5 divided by 6? It is 0.83 repeated. And I'm going to go out several decimal places in a second. Now, how in the world, do I get rid of I can't have an exponent. So how do I get rid of this e to the exponent? You take the natural log of both sides. So 4x equals the natural log of this number.
So we
Then what would I do to solve for x?
0.83.
Divide by 4. And I'm going to enter this in my calculator. But I'm going to, when I do the natural log of 0.8, I'm going to put several 3's, right? Okay, so that's my numerator. And now I'm going to divide by 4. So I close my parentheses. And do y'all get this answer?
I got
I got C.
Negative 0.046 is what I get. If you don't go out as many decimals as me, it may differ a little bit.
Yeah, I got -.047.
How many decimals did you go out?
I don't know. That's just what I did it the other day.
Oh, okay. But it's really close. It just depends on how many decimal places you go out. Is everybody okay with that one? And then 35 is the same thing again. Okay? 35. Oh, for 34, the answer is negative 0.046. That's how they rounded. Now on 35, what would I do to get the e by itself?
Natural log.
Wait, yeah, well, not yet, though. I got to get rid of that a. So now I've just got my e over here. 15 divided by 8, 1.875. Then what do? You said the natural log. So when I put the natural log over here, they cancel out. And then I must put the natural log over here. Then what do? Yeah, subtract 8. I'm just going to put that natural log of 1.875. Close your parentheses. And then I'm subtracting 8. So I'm going to go out several decimal places. And then what do? So I'm just in my calculator, I'm going to press divided by 4. And I get negative 1.8428, whatever. Okay? So I can tell that that one is C. And we finished. And y'all want a copy of this. Okay, that's what I'll work on now. Let's see. I need to see what time it is.